As I roll into the new year, I see a lot of people talking about their New Year's resolutions, and I don't really do New Year's resolutions. I don't. Every day is a good day to decide to do things that are good for you. So what I've been trying to do constantly is work on me, work on my art, work on developing community, making friends. And a recent aspiration of mine that I'm going to try to carry into the new year is to stop fucking arguing with people on the internet. If I think about the time I've wasted trying to convince unconvincible people of what I think are obvious things, I gotta remind myself, and you gotta remind yourself, that true believers are true believers. You're not gonna change anybody's mind. The most you can hope to do, really, is to take that person on the fence, watching the conversation from the outside, and maybe help inform which side of the fence they get off on. But I'm kind of done arguing with motherfuckers about politics and religion and shit on the internet. I'm kind of just done with it. I know how I feel. You know how you feel. We've all got better shit to do. Now, if this is going to turn into a civil war, I will wave at you from my nest. 'Cause look, if there is a civil war, it's not going to be Gettysburg, as bad as that could be. It's going to be Rwanda. None of us want that. Okay? But it's not. It's not a fucking civil war. Most of us are too fat and too fucking lazy to fight one anyways. So, yeah, whatever, man. You believe what you want to believe. I'll believe what I want to believe. We'll fight it out at the ballot box. And aside from that, I'm just going to try to I've been trying to find places of commonality, common humanity, trying to realize that trying to realize that for most people, they're not trying to be the villain of their own story. Everybody, almost everybody, wants to be the hero of their story. Most people have good intentions. People want to think that they know the truth, even if they're wrong. Now, I'm obviously not gonna stop putting my ideas out there. In fact, I think it's pretty obvious by this fucking thing that I'm doing that I'm doubling down on that. But I am trying to do it with a certain nuance and in a way where particular people don't have to feel attacked. A very interesting thing that happens with our brains, right? We evolved from the lizard brain forward, right? When people feel attacked, their amygdala kicks in and their frontal lobe turns the fuck off. People are incapable of rational discussion when they're in the middle of a battle. They're incapable of taking in new information and having critical thought when they feel like they're in the middle of a goddamn fight. So I'm going to continue committing to just putting my shit out there. But the difference is I'm going to let them take it as they may. I'm not going to fucking argue with you. Now, if you have good points, right? If you want to have rational discussions, I'm always down for a proper debate. But we all know the difference between that and what I'm talking about. This thing that we do all the time, all this wasted time, all this loss of productivity, all this animosity that we develop towards one another is unhelpful and unproductive and a huge waste of fucking time, right? I can hate your vote, but I don't have to hate you. I can hate your belief structure, but I don't have to hate you. I can hate your philosophies, but I don't have to hate you. The one thing that makes me hate you or you hate me is if we're cunts to each other. So let's just stop being cunts to each other. Love you.